Tesla is hitting a new record high, surging 9% today for its best day since March and closing in on $1,000 a share. Here's the headline. That makes it $1 trillion market cap.
Hey, I'm Nostradamus and this is Solving the Money Problem. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. So as literally every single person watching this video already knows, Tesla is now a $1 trillion company with the stock closing at another all-time high, over $1,000 per share. To be exact, Tesla stock closed today at $1,024 per share. So a huge congratulations to all hodlers of Tesla stock, whether you bought Tesla stock at IPO or you bought Tesla stock late this afternoon. In either case, you're sitting on a profit. So in today's video, I'm going to be discussing exactly what the hell happened with Tesla stock today, if there's any catalyst that can continue to push the stock further, my thoughts on buying Tesla stock at all-time highs, what I'm personally doing, plus an update on my own stock portfolio, which once again for the record is literally all in on Tesla stock, and watching some of the media reactions to this incredible milestone. But before we do that, I have something extremely important to discuss with you guys, and that would be this. If you're a long-term viewer of the channel, you may recall about a year and a half ago, I dropped some Tesla stock to the moon merch in the merch store, and then Tesla stock proceeded to literally follow the trajectory I'd drawn out on my merch. Not even kidding. Feel free to fact check me. I don't make this shit up. So here's the thing. It happened again. I ain't messing around. As you guys can see on screen right now, after I dropped this merch about 2 months ago, Tesla stock has gone vertical and put on about 50%, literally following the design on this merch. Of course, this is absolutely, totally a coincidence. There's definitely no way that I'm low-key using my merch designs to maybe suggest what I think might happen to Tesla stock over the short and medium term, because that would be fraught with danger. Nobody can predict the future and I don't have a crystal ball. It's a massive coincidence. Again, stay tuned for the next update of this merch design. And by the way, if you guys want to pick up your own Tesla stock to the moon merch, there's a link in the description. Everything you can imagine: shirts, mugs, phone cases, hoodies, singlets, long sleeves, probably even some butt plugs. Check the link in the description if you'd like your own Tesla to the moon merch. I have a funny feeling that this merch design is going to remain relevant for a few more months. Anyway, that's enough plugging. Like I said, if you need some more plugging, I'm sure you can find something to help in the merch store. With that said, let's get into today's video. If you love crypto, stocks, and free stuff, or just want to help out the channel, check out these great offers. BlockFi are launching the world's first Bitcoin rewards credit card. People in the US can earn 1.5% Bitcoin back on every purchase with no annual fee using the BlockFi Bitcoin rewards credit card. Check out the link in the description. And for a limited time, you can get up to $250 in crypto bonuses when funding a new account on BlockFi, where you can use cryptocurrency to earn interest, borrow cash, and buy or sell crypto. If you want your free crypto, use the link in the description. And if you'd like up to 2 free stocks, check out the link in the description to WeBull. If you open a new account, you'll get 1 free stock valued up to $300 just for opening an account. And if you make an initial deposit of $5 or more, you'll get a second free stock valued up to $2,000. Seriously. Free stocks? Yes, please. And finally, if you're in Australia, the UK, or New Zealand, you can get a free stock with stake, also linked in the description. Thanks so much for your support, guys. Let's get back to it. So sit back, relax, and enjoy as we watch the first of many catalysts that have sent Tesla stock to the moon. Here we are over on Twitter, a tweet from Hertz. Goats, recognize goats, just in case anyone's unclear, greatest of all time. Introducing our all-new EV fleet, Tom Brady not included.
So you want EVs, you have come to the right place. Is that Tom Brady? Yeah. Comes in to recharge, get software updates, you know.
Let's go. Let's go.
This is the big news of the day, Hertz announcing an order for 100,000 Tesla Model 3s. However, this shouldn't actually have moved Tesla stock at all. Now, let me explain why. In case you don't know, Tesla isn't demand constrained. They are supply constrained. I've said this 420 quintillion times on this channel. Tesla will sell every single vehicle they make for years to come. They have way more demand than they can currently meet, okay? If Tesla produced 2 million vehicles in 2021, they would have sold all of them. But they couldn't produce 2 million vehicles in 2021. They won't even produce 2 million vehicles in 2022. So this order from Hertz, I mean, cool, yep, whatever, but it doesn't actually move the needle for Tesla, at least not directly. But let's talk about some of the indirect consequences. 1, it's a good look. Hertz buying a ton of Teslas, cool. That's a vote of confidence for the company and for the electric vehicle future. This may influence the opinions of many retail investors, even some institutional investors out there who were previously a little bit skeptical toward Tesla. 2, cost. Let's think about this for a while. If Hertz were to purchase a large number of vehicles, do you think some people used some calculators within Hertz and thought to themselves, hang on a minute, you're telling us that it's actually cheaper to own the Teslas because they require less maintenance than any other vehicle, and they have more efficient powertrains, which means cheaper for the customers to actually drive. Wow, let's get some Teslas. And another big piece of the puzzle is now there are literally going to be 100,000 customers quite regularly using a Tesla for the very first time and going, well, shit, son, this is the best car I've ever driven. Let me order one. As I've said many times, the more Teslas Tesla sells, the more Teslas Tesla sells. Well, now I can modify this a little bit to also include, and the more people that sit in a Tesla Hertz rental, the more Teslas Tesla will sell. Doesn't quite flow off the tongue as easily, does it? So in my opinion, at the micro level, the reaction today of Tesla stock following the announcement of this Hertz deal, massive overreaction. But at the macro level, I think this is to be expected. It's quite reasonable. Huge vote of confidence for Tesla. A lot of people who weren't really aware of things like total cost of ownership, maintenance costs, etc. might go, hang on a minute, wait, why did Hertz buy a Tesla? Oh, that's because it's the most economical for them to buy. I didn't know that. I might buy some Tesla stock. Wait, 100,000? That must mean that they think that in the future, electric vehicles will be what people will drive. I don't understand. The expert said in 2072 it will be less than 50% of all vehicles. Maybe the experts are wrong. Maybe I should buy more Tesla stock. In short, I personally believe that this Hertz deal has actually just accelerated people's growing awareness about Tesla, their future dominance, and electric vehicles. It's pulled forward some of what would already have happened in the coming months and years. So, as I said, the actual reaction to the Hertz deal itself, nonsensical. Tesla's already supply constrained, so it's not really going to move the needle for them financially. But this has woken up some of the dullards out there who, let's just be honest, are a little slow to notice what's obvious to others. So now, let's have a look at the media reactions, and I'll add a few comments along the way.
Mike mentioned a couple of moments ago, Tesla looks to open at an all-time high today. It's already up about 8% in the last week, 40% in the last 3 months. You got two bits of news today. One is Morgan Stanley's Adam Jonas reiterates overweight, goes from 900 to 1,200.
By the way, I'll be doing a deep dive into the new notes from Adam Jonas at Morgan Stanley relating to their $1,200 base case price target for Tesla stock. Stay tuned in the coming days.
Following their better than expected Q3 results. And then Hertz, a few months out of bankruptcy, says it's going to order 100,000 Teslas and develop its own charger network, and you'll be able to get a Model 3 at airports in major U.S. markets and across Europe.
And even another news item that was out that I guess that the Model 3 was the best-selling car in Europe last month, perhaps, or maybe year-to-date, best-selling model. So basically, it all kind of comes together as the stuff that Tesla bulls always expected would happen seems to be happening slightly more quickly than maybe we anticipated. The quarter that they reported was a good one, but not particularly surprising in terms of volumes. Good, on the margin side, but now it's much more about the big picture, march to wherever it's going to go. It's already, I think the fifth biggest market cap in the S&P, 2% of the index. It hit 900 in January. I think that's kind of something people forget. It had this huge run and then chopped around down below 700, 600 for a while, and on an incredible ramp here. Yet again, you can talk valuation, you can talk whatever you want. It's just the news flow is working in the direction of the side of this market that's most energized, which is it's going to the moon side, and the options flows and all the other stuff that fits together with that.
Hey, Carl, this is a deal that is sending shares of both Tesla and Hertz higher this morning, both of them getting a nice little pop higher, although you could make the argument that Tesla also moving higher because of a note from Adam Jonas at Morgan Stanley. We'll talk about that in a little bit. With regard to this Hertz deal, this is a significant one that was announced today by the company. Interim CEO Mark Fields, who we know very well, former CEO at Ford.
All right, we really need to talk about this. So as you guys heard there, Mark Fields, former CEO of Ford, currently interim CEO at Hertz when this decision was made. Ex-Ford CEO running the ship at Hertz as Hertz announces they've decided to buy 100,000 Tesla vehicles for their fleet. Now, I'm going out on a limb here, but is it possible that some of the Wall Street ding-dongs who, for example, have been upgrading their price targets on Ford, recommending people buy Ford stock, saw this decision today and went, hang on, what the f***? Isn't the Ford CEO... I don't understand. Why would he do that? Does that mean I should buy some Tesla stock? Just thinking out loud here.
Saying that the company is going to be purchasing 100,000 Tesla Model 3s. Those purchases, total value of about $4.2 billion. So this is what it's going to mean in the future if you're a Hertz customer and you go to rent a Model 3. They will have them in stock later next year. That is the expectation. 100,000 is how many are being ordered. There will be dedicated service and a dedicated rental service for those who order a Tesla. And also the people who are going to be renting a Model 3 will have access to the Tesla Supercharger network. That's one reason why shares of Tesla moving higher today. Another reason, a note from Adam Jonas at Morgan Stanley. He is raising the price target up to $1,200 a share. It's closing in now, $975, closing in on $1,000 a share. In his note, Adam Jonas basically says, look, we're going to see much faster growth than we were expecting. He says the Tesla you'll see over the next 12 to 18 months would demonstrate the capabilities of the trillion-dollar Tesla. Along those lines, he is raising his expectation for how many Teslas will be delivered by 2030. Previously, it was at 5.8 million. He says it's going to be 8.1 million by 2030. And that means an annual increase in sales, Morgan, of what was 23% before from Adam Jonas. He says it's going to be closer to 28%. So that's one indication of the bullish sentiment that is out on Wall Street right now. Not a surprise. We've heard from Adam Jonas in the last week. He is basically said after this last quarter from Tesla, a lot of things to like with this company right now.
Tesla is hitting a new record high, surging 9% today for its best day since March and closing in on $1,000 a share. Here's the headline. That makes it $1 trillion market cap. We're just below that level. And the trading session right now, it's at 991. What's happened today? Bullish news from Hertz, overshadowing some setbacks on the full self-driving ambitions that Tesla also harbors. Phil LeBeau is here to break it all down for us. And Phil, to my memory, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't we only pass above $900 billion on Friday?
I think so, Kelly. It has happened very quickly. And the $1 trillion market cap, it briefly pierced through that level. So it had a $1 trillion market cap, very briefly, pulled back a little bit. Look, it's whether it happens at the close today and it finishes above $1 trillion, we're talking about a company with $1 trillion market cap, essentially.
And it really seems, whether you look at the proportion of EV sales in China, what's been going on in Europe,
right?
You know, they're not, if you look back at when the stock really started to take off, it was after the latest earnings report. I mean, there was a lot of good news in that report for Tesla.
Fantastic news. If you are a Tesla investor, if you're a Tesla bull, the last month has been great for you. You had better than expected deliveries in the third quarter. Your Q3 earnings blew away estimates. And now you have analysts like Adam Jonas from Morgan Stanley saying, hey, look, forget about $1,000 a share, make it $1,200 a share. And there are others who think it'll go much higher than that. So at least in the near term, you've got a clear runway here. If you look at shares of Tesla, it doesn't mean that they're going to continue going higher, but a lot of good news in the last month, and many believe it continues for a while.
Yeah, and to Phil's point, Adam Jonas of Morgan Stanley this morning put out a note on Tesla, raising his price target to $1,200 and saying that doesn't even imply any autonomy. So putting that to the side, even a constrained China, and even implying roughly half the company's growth target. So you can imagine those who are bullish on all three of those would see something even much higher. Phil,
and then you get Hertz. And you get Hertz.
Yes. And listen, there's a lot of people who wouldn't mind testing out whether they would like an EV or doing so in the rental space.
Well, all aboard the Tesla stock hype train. Obviously, the mainstream finance media having a lot to say about Tesla stock today, given the fact that it's broken through two major milestones, $1,000 per share for the second time. Don't remember the stock split in the past. And the magic $1 trillion market cap barrier. And as we know, Tesla stock closed $1,024 per share today. Once again, congratulations to everybody out there watching who owns Tesla stock. 100% of you sitting on a profit. If you're not too shy, feel free to share details below in the comments. How many shares do you own? What sort of a profit are you sitting on? When did you first begin buying Tesla stock? And are you still buying Tesla stock today? I guess it's only fair that I answer those questions myself now. So let's have a look at my current stock portfolio. Most of you guys and girls are probably familiar with this now, so it won't take too much time here. Currently holding 6,026 shares of Tesla stock, an average buy price just under $150 per share. Began buying early 2016. Current value of the stock portfolio, a little bit over $6 mil USD. The average value gain across my entire portfolio, close to 600%. and my total cost basis a little over 850,000 US dollars. So far so good, but I do want to remind you guys and girls once again that it's day one. In my opinion, I think in 2030 we're going to look back and laugh at how cheap Tesla stock was in 2021. As today has once again demonstrated, Tesla stock can be extremely volatile over the short term, but as I said in a recent video almost 2 weeks ago today, in fact, Tesla stock is about to awaken, and in my opinion, we are just getting started. In case you guys don't know, I have shared all of my Tesla stock price targets out to 2031. That includes my bear case, my base case, and my bull case on my Patreon page. If you're not signed up, you can join using the card in the corner. You'll also get access to a bunch of exclusive videos, content, and more. And just on my Tesla stock price targets, I just want to be super clear because I've seen a few people saying things that aren't accurate on Twitter and in the comments here. My Tesla stock bear case, B-E-A-R, bear case, train wreck scenario, everything goes wrong for 22 is $1,100 per share for Tesla stock. I want to emphasize that we've still got quite a way to go to my base case and my bull case. But if you want to know what those are, head over to Patreon. Let me know in the comments below, where do you see Tesla stock peaking in 2022? Just to remind everybody watching, some of the catalysts for Tesla stock in the coming months and throughout 2022 include the ramping simultaneously of 2 new factories, Austin and Berlin, the 4680 cell, Tesla continually blowing away expectations quarter after quarter in terms of deliveries, cash on hand, operating margin, gross automotive margin. Basically, Tesla printing insane amounts of money quarter after quarter after quarter. Everyone on Wall Street being surprised and raising their price targets again and again and again and again. Prior to Tesla's Q3 earnings, I predicted a tsunami of analyst upgrades, and that's exactly what happened. That has put upward pressure on Tesla's stock price. We've seen this over and over and over and over, and this is going to play out every quarter in 2022. Mark my words. And before we wrap up, I just want to address a few of the questions and comments I see repeatedly, especially quite recently. Number 1.
Steven, why don't you sell Tesla covered calls? Extra income, easy money.
Well, I think today's proven my point. I don't want to lose any of my Tesla shares, so I'm happy to just buy and hold.
2. Hey Steven, Tesla stock's nearly at an all-time high. Should I buy now or wait?
You obviously haven't seen my 2019 video, waiting for Tesla stock to dip. Good luck. Still applies today. Literally anything could happen to Tesla stock over the short term. Nobody knows for sure, otherwise we'd all be quintillionaires. However, if you're an investor, actually, let me be clear. If you're a smart investor who's used your brain and built a bit of an investment thesis, and you personally believe with high conviction that Tesla stock is going to be worth considerably more in the future than it is today, the question I would ask you is, do you want to gamble and take a risk, for example, sitting on the sidelines waiting for Tesla stock to dip and then it gaps up 12% in a single day? Or would you rather be somebody who goes, well, you know what? Given the fact that in 2030, I think it's going to be worth X times more than it is today, I'm happy to buy at today's prices. Whether or not it dips a little bit tomorrow or in 1 week doesn't really matter. To give you guys some context, my strategy for buying Tesla stock: 1, I get money. 2, I buy Tesla stock. I don't think, oh gee, the stock's real expensive today. I just buy when I have money because I personally believe in the future it's going to be worth way more than it is today. I'm not trying to outsmart the stock or the market. I'm just trying to outsmart everybody who thinks they can. 3, yet another of the very common DMs and comments that I'm seeing lately.
Steven, you suck. Why is it always Tesla? Oh my god, man. Tesla, Tesla, Tesla. I'm going to go watch a channel that recommends 79 stocks to buy right now.
Be my guest. I have a funny feeling that you're among the folks who believes that 1, they've missed out on the opportunity. Tesla can't possibly 10x again from here, can it? Nothing's ever done that before. And 2, you're now actively, aggressively trying to find the next Tesla. Well, as I've said before, I will say it again. In my opinion, Tesla is the next Tesla. If you don't get it, that's okay, it's fine. So, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. As I mentioned, anything can happen with Tesla stock. It's extremely volatile. We've seen an interesting example of that today. It can also happen in the other direction. But like I said, I believe over the long term, the trend is to the moon. And on that topic, if you'd like your own updated Tesla stock to the moon merch designs, there's a link in the description. As I mentioned, there's phone cases, shirts, mugs, hoodies, long sleeves, and possibly, if they haven't sold out, maybe some butt plugs. I'm Stephen Mark Ryan. This is Solving the Money Problem, and I love you all. And don't forget the BlockFi Bitcoin Rewards credit card, where you can earn 1.5% Bitcoin back on every purchase. There's a link in the description. You can also earn up to $250 in crypto bonuses when funding a new account on BlockFi, also linked below. And finally, don't forget your free stocks with WeBull and Stake, also linked in the description. These great offers also help out the channel. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And of course, if you have any ideas for future videos, let me know. I read all your comments. P.S. If you're still watching, you're awesome. If you'd like early access, exclusive videos, regular Q&As, our private Discord server and more, consider supporting the channel at patreon.com/solvingthemoneyproblem so I can keep creating content for you guys. There's a link in the description. You can now also become a member of the channel for some exclusive perks. To learn more, click the join button next to subscribe. And don't forget to check out our merch store. Either way, the best form of support is you being here and watching, so thanks again.